Tape, and we're going to go see John for both of these. The first one is the super popular hose. This is the 50-foot extra large no-kink metal garden hose. Comes with a nozzle. This is the extra large hose, which has an extra wide diameter, so you get better water pressure. You get a lot more water coming through your hose all at once, not a little trickle. Like sometimes you see those metal hoses out there that are so narrow, they barely have any water coming through, and you have terrible water pressure. These hoses completely sold out in June. We have them back in stock. They are super durable. They don't rust. They don't kink. They're just the best. So, and they're super lightweight. So here we go. And I just want to, before we go to John, show you a comparison of why I love these. Because if you're still using a plastic or a rubber garden hose, chances are this is what it looks like right now. It's frozen. It's sitting outside in a weird shape. You'll never get it untwisted. It's heavy when it's filled with water, and it's dirty, and it's a hassle. But we need hoses. We need to water our yards and plants and wash our cars. So why not get a hose that is easy to deal with? John Yeiser, come on in. Tell us all about your metal hoses.
Stainless steel metal hose. Now, a lot of people might say, wait a minute, stainless steel, how is that going to be walking around the yard with? The stainless steel metal garden hose is one of the most flexible hoses you'll ever use. And you can see right here as I'm snaking it around, it's super flexible. So even though it's made of 304 stainless steel that it won't rust, you can leave it out year round. It's UV resistant. The best part is when you get it at home, it's easy to coil up, easy to manage. But the best part, as you mentioned, it's super high flow. So this is our highest flow garden hose that we have at Bernini. What that means, if you have Roxanne spray nozzle, you have that sprinkler, you have that one that you want to actually get that extra flow out of, this is the hose for you.
Fantastic. John looks like he's out in the dark because John's on the West Coast. So it's still really dark there. So thanks for joining us so early. I just want to show you, I've got these in knots. These are not going to stay in knots. They'll easily come undone. They never kink. And the other thing is, John, I'm going to run down here because I have one on the floor. And I know when you're here, you and I are always playing with these, but they don't ever kink. They're easy. They're lightweight. They don't drag your mulch everywhere and get caught on things and rip your shrubs either. And that's whether they've got water in them or not. I love these.
Well, and the key thing is you said don't kink. We all know what this is like. This is what happens to those hoses when you get them at home and they get kinked up.
Yeah.
And they stay kinked up. Right now, we have over 70 kinks in this hose. Like you have there, I have a lot. We have a whole bunch of kinks in this. I'm pulling it super tight. So even with all these in there, what's amazing is you never, ever have to worry about kinks again.
Wow.
Because it's actually completely kink-free. As you can see, we have full high water pressure. You can adjust it down to a nice fine mist right here. But again, you'll never have to worry about kinks again. And Carolyn, one thing I want to show everyone is that you can put multiple hoses together. So we have a 50-foot hose, but you can wind them up, and watch how easy this winds up. We're going to wind it up in just seconds. You're going to find this is easier to wind up than any hose you've ever had at home on a hose reel. Put multiple ones together. You just connect them, and we've got, let's see, let me get it right here. We have a 100-foot going on here, and as you can see, I'm going to do it really fast just so you can see how quick it works. Right now, we will have a 100-foot of hose wound up in just seconds. That's how easy it is to do at home.
John, let's talk about the power coupler that comes with this, because
Sure.
a lot of times the hassle with hoses is getting them on and off the spigot, and sometimes they get so screwed on there you can't even get them off with a pair of pliers or disconnect them from each other, but you've solved that problem too.
Correct. So you'll see those other hoses that are online, and some of them are a lot cheaper than this one is, but there's a reason for that, and that is they don't have the patented power coupler. Now, again, right here, we're just showing how easy it is to actually wind through, how maneuvered it is. Watch how strong it is. Even this bed of nails can't go through it. That's how strong this hose is. It's kink resistant. It's kink free, actually. Easy to coil, easy to carry around. It's super high flow this year. Again, easy to store. You never have to worry about it, getting a hole in it. Or cutting like this, you never have to worry about with the metal garden hose.
And again, puncture resistant, and this is 304 grade stainless steel. It's very corrosion resistant, you guys. It will not rust like other things you may have seen on the internet. All of these metal hoses are not created equal. This is different, this is better, and it's ultra lightweight. So I just want to show you too, if you were going to reel up two 50-foot hoses onto a hose reel, you probably, if I was here, you probably wouldn't be able to fit them all on here. But we've got two of these. I think it's even maybe more than that. all rolled up together, and I just want you to see how they all easily fit on this hose reel. John, I need you here because I keep getting it off the reel. Oh, this is
no problem.
This is 100 feet of hose, but
that's okay.
But anyway, I just want you to see that it all fits on this reel, and I could probably fit another one on there as well. So it's not hard to store. I know sometimes, John, you come out here with like little snake baskets that you can roll them up and toss them in because they take up no space, and they're so easy to unroll and roll back up. They never get kinked, and you can leave them out in the weather because it doesn't matter if they're in the sun or the cold. Nothing happens to them. They just work like a charm.
Well, Ann, you don't ever have to worry about punctures. My daughter invented the idea. She said, Dad, those fabric hoses, they all pop. They're nice to use, but they pop. You'll never have to worry about that again. This is a cactus, California style. It will not puncture the hose. That's the benefit of the metal garden hose when you get it at home.
I love it. Okay, so these sold out in June. They're 50 feet. You connect as many as you want. I've got probably 5 connected at some point in my yard because I drag my hose everywhere. So this is something that will replace your rubber hoses. All the hoses that have problems for you that you have to replace every year because they get heavy, they get warped, they get kinked, they get cracked. None of that happens with the John Yiser metal hose, which is the No-Kink metal hose, patented with that power coupler as well. John, thank you so much. These are popular again, and we will see you in just a bit with your fountain.
Thank you very, very much.
Okay, so we're going to move into a super quick presentation of this next item.